has no right to do that. The rest is history. We have a debut for Davidson. He's on for Anthony, so Scottish right winger. Davidson takes a shot, and that's a goal on his debut. The young Anthony, 2-1, 2-1. We finally done it. Okay, so welcome back to season 2 of this Manchester United career mode. And as you can see, we played a pre-season tournament where we won all 3 of those games. So we managed to bag victories against Bayer Leverkusen, where we won 3-1. At Athletic Bilbao, we beat them 3-0 match day 2. Match day 3 was me against Inter Milan, and we won 3-0 again, topping the Asian Elite Cup tournament. So with youth development, which is quite critical, they expect us within 2 seasons to have at least one player from the youth signed in the first team to play at least 50% of the games in the next season. For brand exposure, get a streak of 10 games without defeat in the home matches this season. As you can see, we made some progression on it simply because we are halfway through the season at the time of this recording. Long term, within 3 seasons, sign 4 of the best players in the world, 82 plus rating, which is the criteria, and we have 3 seasons to do so. As you can see, we've got 1 out of 4. Continental success, which is high priority, win the Champions League. Domestic success, high priority again, win the Premier League and the FA Cup. Financial, which is very low priority, finish the season with a profit margin of 279.5 million. So just to quickly recap, Shola Shatire also signed a brand new deal at the start of the campaign, or at the start of the pre-season. As you can see, he's got 4 years extended on his contract, and he's also got 25k per week coming in. Another player who was outstanding in the first season, Victor Lindelof, he's also penned his contract down. He's got an extra 2 seasons at the club, and he's on 115k per week. Last but not least, the 33-year-old shot stopper David De Gea, he's penned himself down for an extra 2 seasons at United, and he's earning 230k per week as well. Okay, so before we get back to the original clips, we're going to quickly brush over the transfers that happened at this point in time of the save. So, as you can see, Maxence Lacroix completed his move to Manchester United for 36 million. Yusufa Moukoko, he's also left Borussia Dortmund to join us for 30 million. And going in the opposite direction is Alex Telles. He's gone to Borussia Dortmund for 15.7 million. After that, Koren, he's gone to Adana Demirspor. He's gone out on a season-long loan to the Turkish side. We also sold Bailey for 7.7 million to Monaco, and we sold Deshaun Bernard to Celtic for 2.25 million. Okay, so now you guys are all caught up. This is how we are going to start season 2. We're going to kick off with a game in the Community Shield against Sheffield United. After that, we have an away game against Wolverhampton to kick off our league campaign, and then we have a game against Conte after that. That's going to be a really, really tough task. And we have another London side, but to cap off this episode this time, against Crystal Palace, and that's going to be at Selhurst Park. So as you can see, I am trying to make space and make room for youth players and future incoming signings. So that's the only reason why I want to get rid of Casemiro and Varane, just to build my own squad in my own identity. These 2 players are still kind of good, but I can't play the type of football that I initially wanted to play because of I don't know, they're just too stiff for me. And speaking of systems, in the pre-season, which we had a really good pre-season, we actually played 4-3-3 holding for every game. And it was really high tempo. Players ran out of stamina really quickly. However, it is the brand of football that I wanted to play. And I'm quite happy to go ahead with it going into this next campaign. In pre-season, there were a lot of standout talents, such as Diallo, Hannibal, Lacroix, he actually did really well. Moukoko got on the score sheet a couple of times. Martial didn't play too well, but Marcus Rashford, he continued his goal scoring form. Anthony was decent. De Gea was good as well. Even Dean Henderson. We are going to be kicking off against Sheffield United at Wembley in the Community Shield encounter, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said in the menu, we had a good pre-season. We won all 3 games, playing positive football, playing my style of football. And there was a few young players that actually caught my eye, like I already mentioned, Diallo, Hannibal, and Mukoko to hit the ground running. Let's get into this game and see how it goes. Okay, so we're live at Wembley Stadium for the Community Shield event between Sheffield United and Manchester United. For us, this is just an extended pre-season game. Maybe for Sheffield United, this is probably a cup final. Okay, so Sheffield United are going to be using a 5-3-2 formation. Yeah, we already know how to combat a style like that. Just be patient and try to look for openings to break them down. For us, we are going to be using our 4-3-3 formation. We have David De Gea in goal. Timber's at the back with Varane, Martez and Malacia. The three midfielders are Benacer, Fred and Van der Beek, and two UCs and 4-2-3-1. On the right, we have Anthony. On the left, we have Alanga. Up top, we have Marcus Rashford. Okay, so we're attacking to the left. Sheffield United are attacking to the right as we get this curtain raiser on the way. So yeah, we ended last season with a real heartbreak on penalty shootouts, losing to PSG 3-1, and obviously Fred missing that last penalty. It's really crucial for the Brazilian central midfielder. He had a really good season. It's a terrible way. It's a terrible way to cap off a good season. But this is why we're here. We're here to fix that. Here to challenge in Europe for the biggest trophy of all. Anthony. Rashford can turn. He's in the centre circle. He's got a bit of pressure on him. Anthony. Is it to the right into Timber. Benacer. Timber back into Benacer. Well, Rashford. Rashford turns. Anthony dinks it. It's blocked. Van der Beek can take a shot outside the box. It flies in. It flies in. That's our first goal in season 2. That's a great way to start the scoring in this series. Donny Van der Beek from long range. There's Fleck. Plays it forward. Bogle on the ball. Cuts it back. Fleck. I'm going to get this cleared. We don't have to. We're just going to play it out calmly. Timber finds Donny Van der Beek. Anthony. Van der Beek. Back into Anthony. Nice give and goes from the two players. Ball played into a dangerous zone. Marcus Rashford with the header. It's tipped onto the post by Davis. We've waited a whole season to play this system. And it seems like these players know how to adapt now. They could adapt to it. They're playing the type of football I want to play. High tempo football isn't impossible. The only thing they need to work on is their stamina, all of them. Ball goes forward into the box. Positive intent from the beginning of the second half, sorry. Benacer. Timber. Back into Benacer. Van der Beek. Plays a nice ball into Anthony. Anthony cuts it back. Shot from Fred. 2-0. 2-0. What a team goal that was. Real patient play. Pick them apart. And Fred actually gets his reward. Work in my favour. Here's Neil. Fleck. Neil. McBurney. Jefferson running forward. Varane covers as he cuts across to close on the angle. There's a Bogle. Fleck. Koulibaly. Bogle. Cuts it back. Koulibaly. Yeah, playing some football, Sheffield United. But Martinez has enough. He's had enough. And he breaks down play inside his own penalty area. We played up the pitch. Eriksen with the header. Heads it clear. There's Sancho. Alanga. Got Martial running ahead. Anthony Martial. Through on goal. Has Sancho next to him. Gonna play into Sancho. And there we have it. Goal number 3 in the 83rd minute. It's an easily worked goal. Easily worked goal. A free kick from Sheffield United. Poorly taken. We clear up the field. We counter. And we bag ourselves another goal. Well done, Eriksen. Sancho on his left. Oh, well done. Well done. Fantastic football. Fred with the brace. What a goal. What a goal that was. The reason why I say that is that dink over the top by Eriksen to pick out that pass into Sancho. And then Sancho cutting in on his left. Sent that defender. It's just really unfortunate he couldn't score from his initial shot. So United players on the podium yet again, but this time's for the Community Shield. And Lisandro Martinez can lift it up. It's not much of a dramatic celebration, but it's the start. Silverware from the beginning of the season can only be really good for our confidence. Okay, so I know some of you will be happy to see the back of this goalkeeper. So Dean Henderson's officially left us. He's now joined Nottingham Forest for the fee of 23.8 million. So because of that now, we have the likes of Maximano, Meret, Bijlow, Sakir, Lunin, Romero and Bernardoni on our list to scout. So the Molineux Stadium is where the action is about to begin. Wolverhampton versus Manchester United. Here we go. Here we go. Another campaign is underway. Let's get off to a really good start. The last time we played against Wolverhampton in the league, they beat us 2-0. So yeah, it's time to get our own backs this time around. So yeah, we made a few changes in this game. The low comes in, so there's a Lindelof and Sancho. We've kept Van der Beek in that number 10 role. Hernandez has taken his spot on the bench. Same with Timber. Still need to get Bruno's sharpness up. On Van der Beek. Below. Fred. Outside the box, Jose Sá with the save. Beek. Anthony. Rashford back into Anthony. He's taken on Johnny. I think he's got the better of him. Anthony with the right foot shot. Jose Sá with a save again. This keeper is unbelievable. It's another save from the Portuguese keeper. I might have to contemplate bringing him to the theatre of dreams and continues to make the saves that he's made so far. Echan. This just doesn't make any sense, lads. This just doesn't make any sense. But David De Gea makes sense of it with a double save. Anthony. All over the top. Go on, Rashford. Go on, Rashford. This is your chance, Rashford. There we go. It's 1-0 finally. We got the goal that we've been craving throughout this first half. Marcus Rashford with a nice run in behind. A beautiful ball played into him as well. Look at this. One more look. Anthony is off the mark with an assist. Rashford is off the mark with a goal. Beautiful, beautiful sequences of play. All far post. Semedo with the clearance. Fred heads it down. Van der Beek. Sancho up against Igor. I will take him on. Get round Igor. All Jordan. Oh, Rashford. All it needed was a tiny touch. But that touch was deflected. And Jose Sá can easily make the save at his near post. It's really hard to do while playing this type of, or this brand of football. Then it's it's so fast paced. You have to talk at a fast pace and think about your next move. Van der Beek, Fred, Malacia, put a ball into this box. Ball goes in. Rashford with the header. Jose Sá with the save. This keeper is incredible. You guys are seeing the type of football I'm playing. So Ezequiel Palacios, he's off for Pablo Gavi. Wolverhampton have gone all out in their market. They've really bolstered their midfield. Also for us, Donny van der Beek, he's making his way off the pitch. Bruno Fernandes is going to make an appearance. We have another player on the pitch that can finish. No shots at Donny van der Beek. Ooh. Anthony dinks the keeper. This guy is just a different level. He's in his own league. He's in his own league. That dink from Anthony was just disgusting. I want to see that replay. Look at this. Fernandes plays it to his right. Ball goes into the box. Anthony has a lot of obstacles in his way. The goalkeeper and including his centre-backs, he just chips it over all of them to make it 2-0. This guy is just way too classy. Fred. Malacia. Loses the ball. Pablo Gavi makes that intervention. Fred wins the ball. Go on, Fred. Anthony. Rashford. Anthony. Not even Anthony. Bruno drills it in. Bottom left corner. And that's the third goal. What a way to announce your rival on the pitch. From the bench. Look at this. Layoff from Rashford. This time, that game breaker, it actually worked. Bottom left corner it goes. That's the second game in this episode where we've had a full-time whistle and we're victorious at the end of the game. First set of 3 points in the league. Brilliant start to our campaign. 3-0 victory away from home in the Molineux Stadium. It's not an easy stadium to come to and get a set of 3 points, especially in the style we've done it in. Okay, so we're in the menu now, just to give you guys a heads up on what my strategy is in the window, whether it's this window or future windows. So at the moment, we are currently looking at our right midfielder. I know Diallo, I was singing his praises because of the preseason. I might just loan him out again and bring in another first team winger. Just to add some depth in that role, because Anthony, he can't do it all himself this season. The guy's creative enough as it is. To have the workload solely on him wouldn't be right, especially when we're going into another European campaign but in a tougher competition. With the central midfield role, is always up for grabs. You never know. Someone could have a bad game or a bad run. Van Beek, he's actually playing well at the moment. Bruno Fernandes, he's getting back to sharpness. And Eriksen, he's only gonna go downwards because he's 31 this season. Same with Fred, he's turning 30 or 31 this season as well. Yeah, like I said at the start of this episode, I have no issue with Casemiro. I feel like he had a decent first season under my management. However, he's not the type of CDM I would go for anyway. If you guys remember from FIFA 22, I had a more agile and a more, I feel like a more attacking-minded CDM, which is why I went for Benacer, because he's got agility, he's got dribbling ability, he's got the passing range. I'm still kind of working on his defensive side of things, but he's not too bad defensively either. So that's the kind of pedigree I want as a CDM. With that being said now, I won't let him go for crumbs. I'm still going to try and make some money off of Casemiro. So I've asked between, I think it was 65 to 80 million, and currently, my assistant manager's asking for 79 million. So let's see if Chelsea can put their money where their mouth is. So the next test, I feel like every season is actually going to be fun if we get a tough test at the start of the season. Last season was Leeds without us knowing. This year we're going to have the Romero HD and Conte battle early on. So that's what's next. We're at Old Trafford. We should get the 3 points. I feel like our head-to-head's positive now. We lost our first encounter with them. We beat them in the league, and I think we beat them in the league. And did we beat them in the cup? Oh no, I think we only have a league victory against them. Maybe it's not positive, maybe it's just 50-50. So let's go into this game and see if we can actually play our football against this defensive and negative side. Okay, live from Old Trafford. We have a game, we have an encounter between Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. Romero HD versus Conte. This battle will never end, it will never die out. We don't know what kind of game we're going to get, so I'm not going to talk up my team, but we have been playing really good football since we started. May that continue. So we're going to line up like this. Manchester United have David De Gea in goal, the lows at the back with Lindelof, Martinez and Malacia. In the midfield three, we have Fred, Benacer and Van der Beek. On the left, we have Sancho. On the right, we have Anthony, and we have Marcus Rashford as our number 9. Again, it's still displaying wrong and incorrectly, and it's confusing. Tottenham, they have Hugo Lloris in goal. Spencer's at the back with Dyer, Romero, Davis, and Reguilon. In the middle, they have Bentancur and Højbjerg. On the right, they have Riyad Mahrez, Kane in the middle, and Son on the left-hand side. So Tottenham, they still remain to have a strong side. They've even bolstered that right-hand side with Riyad Mahrez. I know he's aging, but he's still someone that can cause an issue or two. Let's get this game underway. Okay, so the game's underway. We're attacking to the right. Tottenham Hotspur attacking to the left. And
yeah, I can only hope for a bright start. But if it means we're gonna probably die down like during the course of the game, then I'd rather start off slowly. I'd rather start off slowly, work our way to the box, and cause problems if that's the approach that we have to take. But yeah, it's been saying to Anthony, the low, and I'm just fiddling around with camera angles because I'm not gonna lie to you, I prefer the EA Sports one as someone that's playing the game. But I'm not too sure if you guys are viewing it, if it's like more annoying for you guys to not see the picture in a certain way. But I mean, it's better for me. I get to see through balls across the pitch. It kind of looks like television. So yeah, I mean, let me know in the comment section below if it's irritating that I keep changing the camera angle, or is it cool? But yeah, here's Anthony. Ooh, just keep that in. Couldn't tell where the line was because of the shadow. Ball goes in, Spence gets it cleared. Sancho, Fred, Van der Beek. I like this formation because we get options going forward more frequently. So Eric Dyer contest that aerial cross, and Lloris can come and clean up with him. So now we look at Donny van der Beek's attempt on goal. Hugo Lloris, the 9, the Dutchman. I feel like this role that Donny van der Beek's playing for us is definitely suiting him. But it's going to be hard to pick between him and Bruno at this point. Bruno's still lacking sharpness. Van der Beek's clearly looking sharp. Kane charging into space. Plays it into Son. Son goes around the keeper. He brings him down as well. And the referee has given David De Gea a yellow card. I told you guys, the moment of madness that I'm waiting to happen, and it's happened. David De Gea should have done better. He's gone and conceded the penalty. Hilmanson's obviously going to go down. I'm pissed off on the touchline. So Harry Kane up against David De Gea. 38 minutes gone in this game. The fans are nervous. I'm nervous. David De Gea up against Kane. Kane puts it away. It's 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. But we need to go again because we're playing positively, I must say. So this is our chance to show everyone why we're league champions, why we are in contention to defend our league title. We're 1-0 down. Let's show some fighting spirit, see if we can get back into this game. So far, I feel like we are playing a better football. But again, that doesn't matter. As Kane wins the ball in an awkward position, for us at least, but good for Tottenham. Shields the ball, puts the ball in. Lindelof is there, ready and waiting for that cross, and he deals with it. Go on, Sancho, well done. Show a bit of fight. Bentancur, Lindelof standing tall, wins the ball back as Benacer. Van der Beek, I'm going to play this ball over the top. Anthony runs onto it to get more bodies forward. We haven't got enough bodies forward. They've got too many players back. We need to commit a bit more now. Okay, so we're going to make the first change of this encounter. Fred, he's making his way off of Bruno Fernandes, who's taking Van der Beek's role, and Van der Beek's going to sit in Fred's role. So he's going to be playing and operating more as a box-to-box midfielder. Kane, one-on-one with David De Gea. He spreads his body, makes himself big, and makes another save. Jolo, Anthony, Fernandes, Rashford, Malacia bursts into the box. Someone there for the cutback. That's Van der Beek. Go on, get in. 1-1. 1-1. It's taken us 74 minutes to grab our first goal. We've been patient. We've been really patient. Haven't gotten agitated. We worked our way into the box. Donny van der Beek with the goal. He's contributing finally. Mahrez, well done, Malacia. Wins the ball back. He's been really good at that, Malacia, in this game. It's Benacer, Fernandes, Anthony. As Rashford ahead of him. Finds Rashford. He's running into space, bearing down on goal. Takes a shot. It's 2-1. In a matter of minutes, this game has been flipped on his head. The dominant side is finally in the lead. Let's see what response Conte is going to have for that. Let's take another look at this goal. It is Marcus Rashford takes the ball in his stride, bearing down on goal, smashes it across the keeper. You already know my signature finish. There was nothing we could do in front of goal to beat Lloris. We finally got a breakthrough around the 74th minute, and after that we hit them with the double. Quick fire double. Marcus Rashford gets the winner. Let's head up into the menu. Guys, look at that. Straight after a really good performance, Donny van der Beek has got more interest. I forgot to mention in the summer, Juventus approached him and I asked for 60 million. I'm going to do the same thing. Atletico Madrid won him. I feel like, yeah, he's had a really good start to the season. He's had a good preseason. So his price tag's a bit inflated in my head. So we're going to start off at 60 million again. I'm not budging on that price tag. If you do want to come in and grab Donny van der Beek off me, that's the price you would have to pay. In fact, we're not accepting anything less than 55 million. I'm telling you guys, the form that this guy is in, I feel like this is going to be his breakout season, even though it should have been about 3 seasons ago. But yeah, I have faith in Donny van der Beek now. Last season, I had a few doubts at the start of it. When we got him, his overall started at 79. He's on 83 now. So he's not someone that takes too long to grow in this on this game. And I feel like if you mold him into the midfield that you want him to be, he can actually be really good in your system. We're getting offers galore, McTominay, 35 million to West Ham United. We're going to reject that. McTominay is actually a good squad player to have. But now we are going to keep him. You guys already know from last year, I didn't mind McTominay until it got to a point where, yeah, every side was just overpowered and we needed that better squad depth. But for now, McTominay is good enough for me. But yeah, we want more of the same. More of the same. Again, I felt like we dominated that game against Tottenham. I said it from the first half, and I did say at the start of the second half, we can't lose our heads. We can't allow the scoreline to affect us. So it's more of the same. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of chances created on Palace's end, but it's going to be up to us to decide how we react to those chances being created. Are we going to capitulate and allow another upset to be caused at the start of the season? Or are we going to go 3 for 3 and have a perfect start? Let's get into this game and yeah, let's get another victory over the line. Okay, so the final game of this episode. Manchester United were away from home against Crystal Palace. We haven't made too many changes. We have brought in Alanga for the starting 11. Diallo's going to take a spot on the bench. Sancho's not in the matchday squad whatsoever. Donny van der Beek, he's going to be playing next to Fernandes from kickoff. And yeah, Lucroy's making his first start in the Premier League. Lindelof will take a spot on the bench. Timber comes in for Dalot as well. So yeah, you guys are up to date on the changes. Look at that. Big boy transfer, Casemiro to Chelsea. We should spice up this career mode because Chelsea now have another solid CDM posing to Jorginho and Kante. So that encounter is going to be fun. Fernandes, Anthony, Fernandes, Rashford, Van der Beek takes a shot. Johnston makes the save. No one pressuring him as Decore, Elise. We'll cut back into Edouard, who's on the edge of the box. Decore inside the box. Another shot at David De Gea. They're finding it easy to pick up passes and break us down. Seems like we're the side that's hitting them on the counter sometimes. As you can see, they've had more shots on target than us. Rashford, better touch, man. That's what it is. It's our possession play in the final third that's letting us down. As soon as we get to the final third, it breaks down instantly. Decore. Ooh, taken out by Malassa. He's going to be brought back for that. Thierry. Oh no, Decore. No, not like that. Decore's just dinked out of the hair. But this is what I mean about the finishing. Everyone's got peak finishing on Legendary. It just doesn't make any sense. How does he just get the ball up? He's not even a striker. But he's hit like one. And Crystal Palace have found a way to take the lead. Look at this. Brilliant play. Brilliant play. David De Gea caught off his line. There's Alanga. Rashford. It's about to let one off. Need to go attacking and impose ourselves. Zaha. Well done, Lacroix. Anthony. Rashford. Back into Anthony. It's over the top. Rashford takes it down on his chest. Upamecano's there. just won't leave Rashford alone with Upamecano. And for us, Martinez is making his way off. Lindelof is making his way on. Van der Beek is off for Fred as well. So Fred's going to take up the captain seat. He's just randomly been appointed vice captain by the game. There's Zaha. Hughes cuts it back. Elise takes a shot. It's blocked and charged down by several United players. Hughes. Zaha. Well done, LaCroix. Rashford. Come on, make that run, Alanga. Be ready to run always. Rashford needs to be ready to make a nice pass. Rashford's link-up play has been terrible. Can at least make this run. Perfect though. All needed to be perfect and it wasn't. Ooh, the goalkeeper throws it straight back to us. Anthony. Oh my God. What is it gonna take, man? Every goalkeeper is just a superhuman. Ball goes in from Anthony. McTominay tries to attack that Henderson again. Just like Eric Dyer, it's just really hard to beat in the air. Zaha's starting to get the better of LaCroix in the air as well. 1-0 to Crystal Palace. We've got about 7 minutes to try salvage a point at least. There's Edouard. Well done, LaCroix. Comes back to help out his partner. What is Rashford doing, man? All his passes up front has just been lackluster. Yep, goal number 2. Zaha gets his goal. That's just ridiculous, man. Rashford needs to step up. He can't go hiding, because if he does, I don't have an issue dropping him. I know he was top goal scorer last season, but he can't perform like that at the end of the episode and not expect to be called out. But again, technical play and flair play from Crystal Palace has helped them. That nice back heel from Eze picks out Zaha. Corner taken short. Eze into Ben Hughes, calling Ben Davis, and David makes another save. I'm just so demoralized, guys. I'm just so demoralized. Ball over the top. Go on Martial. Run onto that. Martial to get consolation. Doesn't even do that. It looks like Sam Johnson is not about to. He has kept a clean sheet against his former club, and Crystal Palace come away with the 3 points. Another upset at the start of the campaign. But you guys already know, it's not how you start the season, it's how you finish it. And we started off brightly, and we've ended this episode off negatively. Let's get into the menu and see if we can get a number 2 goalkeeper over the line. Maybe bolster the squad in other places. Let's see if we have any surprises for you. Okay, so it's deadline day. As you can see, we have 10 hours remaining in this window. We're still yet to bring a goalkeeper in. So yeah, we're gonna spend 10 hours searching for a keeper. Okay, so there appears to be a bidding war for Raphael Varane. RB Leipzig and Inter Milan are interested in the Frenchman's signature. So we're asking for 45 to 60 million from both clubs. Okay, so guys, there we have it. Alban Lafont is officially a Manchester United goalkeeper. We signed him for 25 million. He's going to be a sporadic player. He's also on 78k per week. He signed a 4-year deal. So for the long term, we are going to have this guy as our second choice keeper. He's already accepted a backup role at the club, and I feel like we're not going to have any problems with him only featuring from time to time. Okay, so our last piece of business in this window, because we're in the final hour, and in the final hour, Raphael Varane is making his way out of the club. So who, you guys will probably ask, is RB Leipzig. So he's gone for 49 million to RB Leipzig. Okay, so the window's finally slammed shut, so we are going to recap our business. So as you can see, Varane is at the very top because he was the last deal that went through. So 49.8 million is what we received for him from RB Leipzig. We also bought in Lafont for 25.2 million, sold Pelistri for 11.1 million. Butcher's gone out on loan for 1 year, so has Garnacho. Casemiro left for Chelsea for 96 million. Iqbal's gone out on loan, so has Bailey. We sold Henderson for 23.8 million. HB's gone out on loan, sold Bernard, sold Bailey. Coren's gone out on loan, sold Tellez, bought in Mukoko, and also bought in LaCroix. So I feel like we've been really active in this window. We have gotten rid of some of the deadwood, got rid of some of the players that I necessarily wouldn't use for my system, and we brought in some of the players that we can potentially build on for this series. So other huge deals around Europe. Martinez, he's gone to Atletico Madrid. We have Jota at Barcelona. You guys can read the fees. The fees just, yeah, they're just ridiculous. Alphonso Davies, he's done at Alaba and gone to Real Madrid, but for a fee. Osimhen, he's gone to West Ham. I don't know what it is about West Ham and these big signings in Marseille. Bellingham, he's gone to Barca. Camavinga's at AC Milan. Fekir's gone to Madrid. Cunha's gone to FC Porto. And Narcio has gone to Arsenal. They're going to be solid this year. Jeremy Pino, that's a good signing for Newcastle. We already know about Mahrez. Lenormand, he's gone to Newcastle. Again, another side that's bolstering their defense. Upamecano, we already know about that guy. Dan Juma, he's gone to Bayern Munich. Kokshu, he's gone to Real Betis. Okay, so this is going to be our Champions League group. We're in Group E yet again. Last season, we was in Group E in the Europa League, for those who don't know. So in Group E, we have Manchester United, Inter Milan, Monaco, and Sparta Praha. I feel like, I won't say we're favourites, but we're well within a shout to make it into the knockout stage. We're well within a shout of top in that group. This just seems like another straightforward group for me. I'm not intimidated by Inter Milan or Monaco. So we're going to take a look at the top half of the table for the end of the episode. Arsenal, they are currently first place with 7 points. They're level on points with Newcastle and Nottingham Forest. What a surprise. Leicester City, they're 4th, 6 points. 5th place, we have Fulham. They also have 6 points. A lot of teams have 6 points. We have 6 points as well, and we're 6th. Tottenham has 6 points, and so do West Ham United. Tottenham are 7th, West Ham are 8th. Chelsea, they are 9th with 5 points. Manchester City are 10th with 4 points. Liverpool are 11th with 4 points. And this is the rest of the table. So pause the video if you want to take a look at it. As you can see, that's the bottom 3. Okay, Preston were the team that got promoted. Okay, Preston got promoted out of the teams in the playoffs last season. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. We are back. I won't say with a bang. I'll let you guys decide whether this video banged or not. But yeah, if you have enjoyed it and made it this far in this video, please smash that like button. Also sub to the channel if you're new, hit the notification bell just so you're notified when I'm going live or premiering a video. I would also like to thank you guys for showing support for the channel. You guys showed up for season 1. I hope you guys show up for season 2, and many more people show up for season 2. But yeah, that's it for now. Take care. Peace.